we are going to talk about the wave triangle predictor. It is designed to take the Sunday, this is Sunday, the prominent pivot from Sunday and the prominent initial pivot from Monday to project the trend lines and where market is going to create these pivots based on these trend lines from this quick rhythm. So Sunday was here, we had a holiday and whatnot, it's all pretty much flat, so we can just take this prominent pivot and go from there, but the point is still the same, we just need a prominent pivot. And the reason we are saying that is once you have that prominent range, the first impulse, you probably know what's going to happen for the entire week. That is where we are heading with this. So let's go and pull up this 369 wave predictor, wave triangle predictor. Nothing much to do here, just drop it, click on the prominent pivot which are visible. Few things you will notice, some dots are appearing, and if these are called the hotspots on where we can drag and drop and do something. First of all, you see this dot showing up, these are going to be the market reversal areas. So you can see the vertically it came here, we got a reversal. It came down here at this point, we got a reversal. Like this blindly we got some reversals. So that approach is visible on any time frame on any market. And then we also got right here, right? Now we're getting into much more sophisticated and easier tools if you qualify and pass the level 1 certification, which is very difficult. All right, and we got this pivot, and we got this pivot. You must have seen this tool on daily chart. So that is one application, and then we can just keep rotating these two hotspots from big swing pivots. But the application I want to demonstrate to you is when this is done, these hidden natural points, we can take the point from the beginning point and beam it through these points, this dot circle, and beam it, and what you see is where the market is going to be most likely attracted to these levels. I'm just going and plotting, that's all. The one guy is coming there, one guy is coming there. So you got the idea right there. Within 5 minutes you became the world's best forecaster. But there's more. You got the timer going, you got the price projections going, and then we can just keep going like this, right? And we can go through this guy. So you can see as the time goes on, market is getting more volatility, but it is bouncing from these projected trend lines. So that is the first application. You draw these lines and see how things are going on. So here, market came down, it held a few times and it broke. Went to the next trend line. Came back to the trend line. And if you catch these nicely. These are the projected points when it gets there. Once it gets there, one thing you have to think about is once it gets there, the first thing is you have to find evidence to use these lines. And then for that, we have, if you cross level 1 certification and pass it, you have L2 called trend change boxes. And there it is. This is the algo tracker. Now if you are taking this trade, you wait for these algo boxes showing up, and break below this is a short. That is what you might have seen on the screenshot prior to this. When this market is coming down, is holding. When it holds, and then you see we have boxes coming up. This is where the algos are showing up. And we have 3 boxes there, right? First box is heavy risk, second box is low risk, third box is really market is confirmed. So what you need to do is, if your first entry break of this box is true and it is valid, that means it has reached a success status, add on and add on. People add to the losing position, and that's the difference between the pro traders and professional traders. Once you catch the trend properly, the probability of success is increased by adding to the winning trade. That happens once you have entered the position by trading using a methodology. Now in the trade methodology, the entry methodology, you may have some scaling probabilities which we use in the banking bar. I'm not talking about those initial setup conditions where you are smartly getting organized to enter the trade using the banking bar methodology as shown in level 1. We are discussing this. Once that is established, you're entered in the trade and it is moving in your direction, you can add on further, and this is where you make substantial amount of success for your investments. And you see here, this held, it broke sideways, it held. Now their box is showing up here. Algos may be happy with doing this 6-point trading. You should be going after 15, 20, 30 points. It comes with a lot of maturity as a trader, because you understand every time you put on a new position, you're taking the risk again and again and again and again, because the outcome of any trade is only known and defined by 50% probability. Even if I have this perfectly entered, there's no reason I could have not been stopped out. I could have been. That's not how the trading works, right? That every time you enter that you're gonna win. No. Markov says the probability of making a next step decision is limited by 50% outcome, and everything you need to know at this point is already known. So next state probabilities are only 50%. There are only 2 states here. Either you win or you lose every trade. But you win so big that one win wipes out 5 losses. That's the whole game. But assuming we are trying to do all this, hundreds of different ways of approaching the market based on your trading style and based on all the probabilities and how market is to be traded based on how the instrument moves and what happens, right? So we are adding, not randomly trading things, we are approaching the market with some stats which are in our favor to start with over a long sample space. That's all there is to it. So that this tool is one of them, right? It is giving us the probabilities. If you do this, you're gonna have a probability of success. All right. So once the first one is exhausted, we add the second one. Then we add the third one. Now you see what's going on. So these are the trend lines which are coming out of nowhere, but they are there's a natural laws behind it, right? So now it makes sense. I can use my apex and I can use my trend lines, and I know these are the very strong trend lines coming from the nature. I can use it is stopping there, is holding there. Why? There's nothing there anywhere. Nothing was holding it. This was the line which was holding it sideways, and it grows, cracks. I see boxes, and I see one box closed below, second box. This is a short. So you have to be extremely focused. With the right context, and this is how the context is built with this simple, very powerful tool. So we are combining few things together based on your capabilities to handle it. There's no randomness in the market.